For most of human history, we believed the universe was simple. One universe, one timeline, one reality. But modern physics has started to challenge that idea. Some scientists believe our universe might not be the only one that exists. Instead, reality could be far bigger than we ever imagined. There might be many universes, possibly even an infinite number of them. This idea is known as the theory of parallel universes. But where did this idea come from? And could it actually be real? To understand this theory, we first need to understand how strange modern physics has become. In the early 1900s, physicists studying quantum mechanics discovered something extremely strange about reality. Particles do not always behave like solid objects. Instead, they behave like waves of probability. A particle can exist in multiple possible states at the same time. Only when we measure it does it appear in a single position. Strange behavior is called quantum superposition. One of the most famous thought experiments that explains this idea is Schrödinger's cat. In this thought experiment, a cat in a sealed box could theoretically be both alive and dead at the same time until the box is opened. While this example is simplified, it reflects a real problem in quantum physics. How does reality choose one outcome from many possibilities? In the 1950s, physicist Hugh Everett proposed a radical idea. What if reality never chooses just one outcome? What if every possible outcome actually happens, but in separate universes? This concept became known as the many worlds interpretation. According to this theory, every quantum event creates multiple versions of reality. Each version exists in its own universe. For example, imagine flipping a coin. In one universe, the coin lands heads. In another universe, it lands tails. Both outcomes happen, but in separate realities. If this theory is correct, the number of universes could be unimaginably large, possibly infinite. But the many worlds theory is only one idea. There are other theories suggesting the existence of parallel universes. Another concept comes from cosmology. Some scientists studying the early universe believe that cosmic inflation may create multiple universes. According to inflation theory, the universe expanded extremely rapidly shortly after the Big Bang. Some models suggest that inflation could continue in different regions of space. Each region could form its own universe with its own physical laws. This idea is known as the multiverse theory. In this scenario, our universe would be just one bubble among many others. Each bubble universe could contain different constants of physics, different structures, possibly even completely different forms of matter. But if these other universes exist, why can't we see them? The answer may lie in the limits of our observable universe. Light travels at a finite speed. Because of this, we can only observe a portion of the universe around us. Anything beyond that distance is simply too far away for its light to reach Earth. Other universes, if they exist, may be separated from ours in ways that prevent direct interaction. However, some scientists have proposed ways we might detect hints of other universes. For example, collisions between universes in the early cosmos might leave subtle patterns in cosmic background radiation. Researchers have studied data from satellites such as the Planck Observatory searching for unusual signals. So far, no confirmed evidence of other universes has been found. But the search continues. It is important to understand something. Parallel universes remain a theoretical concept. They are discussed by physicists as possible explanations for the strange behavior of quantum mechanics and cosmology. But there is currently no direct experimental proof that other universes exist. Still, the idea continues to fascinate scientists and philosophers. Because if parallel universes are real, it would mean reality is far larger than we ever imagined. Every choice, every possibility, every different version of history could exist somewhere in another universe. A universe where events unfolded differently. A universe where different discoveries were made. Or even a universe where another version of you exists, living a completely different life. For now, the theory of parallel universes remains one of the most fascinating ideas in modern science. Not because we know it is true, but because physics has shown us that reality can be far stranger than we once believed. And sometimes, the deeper we explore the universe, the more mysterious it becomes. Follow Unfolded Depth for truths that stay with you.